Hey everybody, how's it going? I started working on the bases and forgot that I wanted to do it on video. So the flocking stage is pretty much done, but I'm going to go over it anyway. This is the second part of the bases. This guy I just finished actually, and this guy is done for this stage. To recap, I used spackling paste and Gale Force 9's slate pieces to create Revel. The slate pieces are a bit thick, so it's nice for making broken sections of wall that don't have much detail on it, and it would be nice for making other type of Revel. But if you're going for like tiled flooring that's broken up, it's a little thick. I knew that going in there, but I just wanted to recap that. So that might influence if you would use it or not for certain pieces. Now, the spackling paste is the only thing holding the slate on, and really you don't need much more than that, to be honest. The next step is flocking the base. And the flock is there to kind of give some texture to the base, or else you have this smooth, it's lumpy but still smooth spackling paste with this textureless slate on there. You could leave it like that if you wanted to, and you could paint up and it'll look fine. But if you want a little bit more pizzazz to it, or whatever you want to call it, some flock will do the trick. And mine's this Games Workshop flock, this little tub here. This has lasted me a while. I had it since I started painting my models pretty much and making bases. So it's lasted. It'll last a long time. Unless I guess you're making a lot of terrain that requires flock, like actual boards and whatnot. But anyway, that's all you need for this step, is that and some PVA glue, because that's what we're up to. Now, if the flock's going to be a main centerpiece of the base, let's say, you may want to find different grain sizes, like different grain sizes of sand, and mix it together, mix it with your flock. It breaks up the monotony of the same size grain, and it'll make it look a little better. The paint will take better with more irregularities, and it'll just look more interesting than just flat, same size grain across the thing. And that's also what the spackling paste is doing. It's giving you some depth, some texture to the base that the flock can go on top of, or put other stuff on top of, and makes it a little bit more interesting than a flat base. So that being said, you're going to take some PVA glue. You can take a Q-tip, you can take a toothpick, it doesn't matter. You want something to catch the glue on so you can apply it to the base, or else it's going to glue everywhere. So once you put the glue on the base, like we did here, you gotta determine how you want to put the flock on. You could just dump the base right in, or you could sprinkle the flock onto the base like that. And what that does is, it's like get flock in my fingers, or on my fingers. You can kind of control the amount of flock per square inch or square centimeter. You get the idea. You can make it thicker or more flock in one area, less in the other. Kind of randomizes it a little bit for you. For these two bases, I literally just stuck them in there. And if you stick it right in there to get the flock good and covered in the glue on the base, to stick it on the base, you can leave it in there until it dries if you wanted to. You don't have to, but you could. And then once it's fully dry, you take the base out and you can like tap it or rub your finger across it like this, as I'm doing, or even blow on it. But if you blow on it, don't blow on it like this, because you blow the flock everywhere. And then what you're left with is the parts of the flock that's stuck to the glue, ready for painting. So this guy is fresh. I'm going to let it fully dry before I knock the excess flock off. And it looks like there's a lot here, but really, once I knock the excess off, it'll lighten up a bit in terms of the amount of flock on there. Now, let's take a look at this guy. It looks a little ugly, to be honest with you, because it's not painted. Once you get a solid color on there that kind of brings everything together in a uniform color, it'll look much better. So if you worry that, oh no, it looks kind of lame now, don't worry about it, because it'll look much better with some paint. And that's pretty much it. What I'm going to do is, once these bases are done, I'm going to paint them up, and then I'll show you the end result and talk about it a bit. So yeah, both of these bases were meant for Armin. Clearly he can only go on one base, so the other base I'll use for some other model. And that's pretty much it. So until next time, Take it easy.